Good morning, students. I am Manish Pandey from LKM Public School. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 20, and that is transformation of sentences. Yesterday I told you about how we can change simple sentence into compound sentence and compound sentence into simple sentence. So in simple sentence there is only one clause, that is cause sentence, and in compound sentence we saw yesterday that there should be two clauses joined by coordinate conjunction. Now today I am going to tell you how we can change simple sentence into complex sentence. So interchanging simple and complex sentence. So if one sentence we identify the simple sentence, how we will change into complex sentence. So in complex sentence, we can use uh, subordinate conjunction. Use subordinate conjunction like who, whose, whom, which, that, where, because, since. These are the conjunctions we can use to join two clauses in complex sentence. Okay? So if you remember all these conjunctions, you can very easily identify the complex sentence, because we know the conjunction, we know, and these conjunctions are called subordinate conjunction. Okay, these are called subordinate conjunction. In complex sentence, one principal clause in complex sentence, one principal clause and one subordinate clause. In complex sentence, one principal clause and one subordinate clause should be there. Principal clause is that clause which are not depending on any other clause. Its meaning is completed itself. Now, subordinate clause is that clause which are dependent clause. It means subordinate clause will be depending on principal clause for the completion of its meaning. Okay? So let me tell you once again. Okay, now I am going to write one example of simple sentence on the blackboard, and you have to look how we are changing into complex sentence, how we change in complex sentence. Okay, Rina was glad to win the scholarship. Okay, so now you can identify this sentence as a simple sentence because in simple sentence only one clause is there and that is called sentence. Rina was glad to win the scholarship. In simple sentence we can use infinitive. So what is infinitive? Infinitive is when we use first form of the verb, and before first form of the verb we use to. This is called infinitive. Okay, so in simple sentence we use infinitive, and in this sentence to when is infinitive. Okay, next participle. What is participle? Participle is first form of the verb plus ing. This is called participle, and participle is working as an adjective in the sentence. So participle is adjective. Now what is gerund? What is gerund? Gerund is also consists of ing form, first form and ing. This is also first form and ing. This is called gerund. So how we will differentiate between participle and gerund? There is very simple way to identify participle and gerund. Gerund is working as an adjective, whereas gerund is participle is working as an adjective and gerund is working as a noun. It must be on the place of subject. It should be coming after the verb. It should be coming after the preposition. If ing form of the verb is placed any of those three position, we can identify that is gerund. That must be gerund. And participle, you can identify participle in a sentence. Participle must be telling something about noun. Okay, so it is doing the work of adjective in a sentence. So have you understood, student? Have you understood about simple sentence? How we can identify simple sentence? Now I am going to tell you about complex sentence. Okay, complex sentence. I will write one example on the blackboard. Then we will interchange. This is the example of complex sentence. He could not come to school because he was ill. So my dear student, are you able to identify? There is a very one simple way to identify complex sentence, because if you know the subordinate conjunction, what are subordinate conjunction? I have written on the blackboard, okay, about subordinate conjunction. So because if you know that because is subordinate conjunction, so you can very easily identify this sentence as a complex sentence, because in complex sentence there should be one principal clause. This is principal clause. He would not come to school. This is principal clause. Okay, this is principal clause, and because he was ill, this is subordinate clause. Why this is called subordinate clause? This is called subordinate clause because it is depending on principal clause. It cannot stand alone in the sentence. It is depending on the principal clause and it cannot stand alone in the sentence. That is why we call it subordinate clause. That is why we call it subordinate clause. And subordinate conjunction is used as well. Through this you can identify very easily. You can identify. Okay. So now I am going to tell you how we will change simple sentence into complex sentence. So Reena was glad to win the scholarship. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to remove phrase in this simple sentence into clause. In clause there should be two subjects and two finite verbs. Two subjects and two finite verbs should be there. Okay. So now just look at the blackboard very carefully, and then you will get. It is not very hard. It is very easy. If you pay attention, you will get everything. So Reena was glad. Now look at the blackboard. How we are changing. So Reena was glad that she had won the scholarship. So now what we did in this sentence, we wrote two clauses. Okay, one clause Reena was glad. This is one clause, and other clause is that she had won the scholarship. This is second clause. So whenever you are going to change simple sentence into complex sentence, just keep this thing into your mind that you have to use phrases of simple sentence. You have to change phrases of simple sentence into clause, and clause there should be subject and predicate, subject and finite verb. So one subject and finite verb was already there. Reena was glad. This was already there, and you have to win the scholarship. This is phrase, and you have to change this phrase into clause. Okay, it means you have to use one subject and one finite verb to make it a clause. So what we did here, we just changed phrase into clause, and we added from our side one subject and finite verb. Okay, so according to the sentence, you cannot do anything on your own. According to the sentence, it should be based on the sentence. You will change simple sentence into complex sentence. Okay, student. Now let me take other example. Okay, the lady sitting next to Peter is his mother. This is an example of simple sentence because only one subject, the lady, and one finite verb. Okay, so this is an example of simple sentence. Okay, and we have to change it to complex sentence. So now, what we will do? The lady who is sitting next to Peter is his mother. Now, we will use conjunction who. Ready? Who is studying? Next to Peter is his mother. Now let me tell you, my dear student, in complex sentence we use we can use three different clauses. We can use three different clauses. First is noun clause, second is adjective clause, and third is adverb clause. So here we use who is sitting next to. This is adjective clause because in adjective clause we use who as a conjunction. Who, which, that, we use these as a conjunction. So here in this sentence we use who as a conjunction, and this is adjective clause, and this sentence has been changed into complex sentence. So my dear student, I tried my best to make you understand. I hope you got everything what I wrote on the blackboard and what I told you. And tomorrow again I will bring before you a new video. Till then, goodbye, and we will meet tomorrow again. Have a nice day.